Okay, this is the plantation update. Saturday, June 26, 2021. Some pink roses here. They're going pretty good. I gotta pull the leaves of these ones. I trim this down. So these got all kinds of petals. Pink rose petals, and I'm gonna trim down these things later on today. That's the plan. But they have nice petals. If you want petals, you got rose petals. So you can walk on rose petals if you wanted to. Petals. But there's some nice blooms here. There's the red roses. There's some red rose petals that I need to trim down. And the good thing about trimming roses is once you trim them, they just regrow. They grow better when you trim it. If you don't trim it, they don't grow as fast. So that's that. Here's the azaleas. Some of them I just planted, like this one here. I planted a couple, 2 months ago. That's small, but azaleas don't grow good in the summer heat. They seem to tend to grow good in the spring and the fall. Here's the Pandora peach patio peach Pandora plant. Pandora patio peach. It's a flowering plant. It grows a whole new green growth here. That's going really good. Got that last year. Just a small little plant, and look how it's growing. Another azalea here. And here's some of the lilies I planted recently. I think these ones I planted last year. This one I planted about a month ago. But it's getting ready to bloom. And with lilies, their flowers don't last long, but when they do, when they come up, they are awesome. But we're waiting for them to come up with a nice bloom. So we'll wait for that. And get a nice bloom out of them. There's the Alberta spruce, the one on this side of the property. And then there's the peach tree. Peach trees are growing really good. The peach trees seem to be concentrating on growing this year, because I don't see any signs of peaches growing on any of the 5 peach trees that I have. But they seem to be growing massively. I think they're concentrating on growing this year. So I might not get any peaches this year, because unless they come up like in July or something, because here's June and still nothing I don't see any sign of peaches growing on these peach trees. So like I said, I believe that they're probably just concentrating on growing. They're putting all their energies on growing, because none of the peach trees are producing any peaches. So I got to check, see if I'm doing something I need to do to get them to produce peaches, or they just grow for a couple of years and before they really produce. But I'm getting an excellent shade, using excellent shade trees out of them at least. But they're taken off. It used to be just a little plant, probably no bigger than this, 2 years ago, which I got to do this from a seed. Peach tree there. And it's going good, but that's what all these trees look like. Maybe a little bigger than that. When I first started planting them, I just see an ant here. It's not a good sign to see an ant in the peach tree, because I try to keep all the bugs out. Here's the apple trees. I grew also from seed, and I got a black walnut tree going here. Got to set this up right, because it's tilting. I gotta figure out how to keep this thing level. Maybe I'll put this stake here a little different. Get it to go straight. Alright, so that's one peach tree. Here's the flowering pink dogwood tree. Going really good. It used to be tiny when I first got it. pink dogwood, growing good. I got suet food in there for the birds. Oh, I'm also growing a tomato plant out of this pot. The other things I had in here weren't growing, so I decided to try a tomato plant. And this one, I don't know what I got now, but that's a tomato plant. And they got corn plants growing out of the pots as well here. Patio peach, pink dogwood. Here's another peach tree growing massively. And I got some weeds growing here. I had to pull out weed grass. I'll do some of that today. And here are the corn plants. Corn plants are growing excellent. There's a corn, cob corn going right here. They're getting big. And this plant is well over 8 feet tall. A lot of them over 8 feet tall. And the bees love to pollinate these plants. Pollinating bugs, beneficial bugs for the pollinating. So it's excellent to see them. And the bees love to pollinate the corn. Corn plants going really good. And there's a yellow jacket. Yellow jacket pollinating the corn. Corn is going good. Alright, so we got more silks growing on these things. And the corn plants, which is a good sign. And I see a beetle. I'm gonna have to kill that beetle though. So I have to get my cutter and look for beetles, because beetles are not a good sign for corn plants. Yellow jacket, doing some acrobatic moves. Corn. Into a patio peach. Rose. Here's a pink rose, which is unique. And the peach trees. I've got a sunflower there. Peach trees. Peach tree. And another tomato plant. Here's more corn. Yellow jacket. Pink roses. These ones look very nice. Nice pink roses here. I trimmed this down the other day, so they've grown pretty good. I got nice blooms right here. Nice pink blooms, a lot of them. I gotta trim these ones out though. Red roses. And hawthorn plants. Ladybugs are supposed to be a beneficial plant on corn. Apparently they eat the non-beneficial pest. And the other Alberta spruce, this part has grown since last year. So this is all new growth here. That's the yard. I gotta cut the grass here today. or maybe tomorrow or Monday. Doesn't necessarily need to be done right now, but it's getting long, so it needs to be cut soon. Some flowering plants that I planted. There's the maculata plants, not doing too well this time of year. They seem to be like burning here, but there's some good maculatas. And they got the corn plants in the backyard. The corn doesn't grow as good in the backyard as it does in the front yard, because I think because of the amount of sunlight it gets from the retaining wall, it just doesn't get as much sunlight. So I'm having an issue with the corn growing in the backyard. And they got more plants over there as well, maculatas and sunflowers. And they got other plants over there on that wall. And you got the hummingbird feeders. I haven't been getting many hummingbirds this year because I think because of the suet feed that I have for the birds in the front yard. And I think the hummingbirds are afraid of the bigger birds. So I haven't been getting very many hummingbirds this year. Seen very few of them. Alright, so hope you enjoy the plantation update for Saturday, June 26, 2021. I just hope that I get some peaches growing on this, because I was hoping to have a peach festival. But no peaches, just a lot of massive growth in the peach tree, so. And get really nice shade here. I can sit out here in the shade and take it easy. Because of the peach trees, they're growing really good and they grow really nice leaves, very broad leaves, like here. And you got thousands of them on a branch. A lot of them are, I don't see 1,000 of them, but probably a good 100 on each branch. And you got the whole tree. And so it's producing a lot of shade, as you can see. And there's a gypsy in the yard. Alright, so enjoy the plantation update.